And when we talked about this perceiving here, one of the first times I can remember really perceiving differently is when I was playing in a time constraint exercise where we had, I think it was 8 seconds to score. And my God, I was looking at different passes that I would have never looked at. And I was trying to force the ball into these little gaps and spaces. And I found it really, really enlightening. And I probably, this was when I was a little bit older too. I wasn't a younger player. And what a good experience that kind of really hit home with how to use constraints to change perception. Um, well, listen, I hope that video gave you some ideas and a little insight. The videos sometimes have the same information, and then obviously they expand on topics as well. It's important. Make sure that you read all the modules as well, because I'm obsessed with not leaving anything out. I want to make sure everybody gets all the pieces of information, and they're able to tie it all together nicely, because I really want you guys to come around with it, like to come out of this course with a complete understanding of kind of the way that I see cognitive soccer and development, player development, because I do think, the ultimate goal is that you find some value and some of this really makes sense and resonates with you, and you take this back to your own training sessions and implement it there, and use some of your current exercises and change them. I'll give you one more example about this perception is when I'm doing small area possession with some of the rondos and stuff. I've started now to take colored flags and put them 20 yards out, 30 yards out, 40 yards out, all around the rondo, right? And that way I tell the guys, I'm not calling colors out. I'm not doing any of that. When you're playing, when you have time in that small area exercise, I want you to lift your head up and make sure that you look at a flag, and then look at another flag, and then another flag. That way, you're increasing your vision, and you're not just locked into that small area possession exercise that you're doing.